Welcome back to Matures. We've got Stone Brewing's 26th anniversary Imperial IPA. Stone Anniversary's 26th Imperial IPA is brought to you by Evelyn. Thank you, Evelyn. This is a birthday gift. I really hope it's going to be good. It is a triple dry hopped Imperial IPA, 26 years in the making. Hardy har. 9.7% alcohol. This was made before they were bought out.
By Sapporo.
Yes. So it still's got the independent label on there. And vegan. This is 25 years ago. We celebrated the first anniversary of our fledgling brewery with a beer that was far away from the craft beer norms at the time. It was far too intense. It was far too hoppy and bitter. Yet it became the shot heard around the world, and beer history was changed forever. We're talking, of course, about our flagship Stone IPA. So to celebrate the beer that eventually launched generations of hop fanatics, we present this triple-fied version of the beer that made our name among the budding craft beer legions. Loaded with gloriously bitter notes of piney, citrusy, resinous darkness, it's everything we love about our classic West Coast style IPA, properly turned up to 25 for the occasion. And they crossed out 11 because, these amps go to 11.
That's exciting. Fun fact, my mom got this for his birthday, and she thought that he was turning 26.
No, she didn't.
She didn't. But it was a birthday present, and that's very nice.
Yeah, you want to look at it?
That's interesting. I'm not a huge fan of Stone IPA. But
Stone was one of the first beers I got started with.
This is very interesting. I'm excited to try this only because it's not like I don't feel like it's all hyped up all over the place, but like this is like cool and like 26 years. That's kind of exciting. Yeah, I saw that it was vegan while you were reading it, and I thought that you would enjoy that a lot.
There's no animal products in beer. I don't understand why they need to say it's vegan.
Sometimes they put lactose in stouts.
This isn't a stout. This is all made from plants.
It's just something to put on there.
Yeah, it's just a label claim. Whatever. It is what it is. Well, that's neither here nor there. Wow, it looks cool. The beer feels cool. So that's enough talking. Let's get to drinking. So as we're getting ready to crack open this beer here, I see a yellow stamp on here that I'm assuming would be the bottling date. But Mary, go ahead and tell me what that says.
March 3rd, 1992.
Yep. It's a lie. No, I can't even read this, guys. I mean, if you're going to put a date on here, put it on the label. Because I can't read that. Like, it's illegible. It's an IPA. I would love to know when it was bottled. That way I know how fresh it is. Because it does say, enjoy fresh. How can I do that if I can't read it? So, here we are.
Well, I mean, you can kind of see when it was bottled because it is their 26th year anniversary, but you don't know what month. And when you get down to IPAs, the month actually does matter. So not the years. If it's a stout, okay, who cares? But if it's an IPA, you want to do month by month. I learned that the other night from you.
Yes. So, without further ado, let's get crack-a-lackin'.
Oh, that's a nice bottle opener.
Yep, you got it for me. For anniversary, though.
For your 26th year anniversary. Yeah, this is cool. I like this dude on here. What is that, a devil guy? What is that
Gargoyle,
supposed to be?
remember? We looked this up last time I reviewed a soda beer.
Not with me, with your other girlfriend.
Nope, that was you and me.
This looks wild.
Well, this is triple dry hopped.
This is weed.
Woo! Jason, if you're out there.
This is weed.
Very resinous. Is that what they said on the back? Resinous?
Yeah.
Resinous dankness.
Yeah, this is very resonant-y and danky. Wow.
And behind it, I can get a little bit of that classic West Coast citrus. But a lot of dankness here. Very dark, triple dry hop. I'm expecting a lot of bitterness here. A lot of hoppiness. Probably a lot of dankness on the flavor, to be honest.
I'm scared for this one.
Oh. surprisingly like sweet.
Hold on a second, please.
Holding.
Yeah, that tastes like not
Like fruity.
candy, but very sweet candy.
Like a
I
candy,
guess.
yeah, like a sweet candy. Like a fake watermelon? Or like, what is that flavor I'm getting after?
You know those little watermelon sour little watermelon guys?
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that because they're not very sour.
Like an artificially flavored watermelon candy. I mean, not super strong,
Yeah.
but it's definitely there. There's a sweetness to it. It does not taste dank. It does finish on a bitter note, but it's not super bitter.
I think the reason that I made that face at first is because it is a little bitter at the end, and I think that's what I just zeroed in on. But there's
like a
definite sweetness in here. This is like
to it. That's tasty. That's good. That's exciting and surprising. It does not taste like the nose is at all.
This is wild because if we want to get into this beer review,
Look at the lacing on that glass, everybody.
they're telling us that it's loaded with gloriously bitter notes of piney, citrusy, resinous dank. It's not that. It's not that.
But we don't know when this is bottled.
I feel like IPAs don't go sweet when they're
Let me see the...
bad.
We took a quick break there while I looked it up on the internet. It looks like the release date for this beer was August 15th, 2022.
Okay, that's not bad because your birthday party was on the 27th?
28th? Somewhere around there.
No, the 27th because your birthday was...
Yeah.
27th. So it's not... I mean, that was 2 weeks later. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, they talk about how like it says on the bottle when to enjoy it by, but honestly, I mean, it's probably still fresh.
Yeah.
We're in the beginning of September here. Centennial hops are what do this. This is the tasty notes now from Stone themselves. Flavor profile, interesting, because on the back they say all those things. Here's the flavor profile from them. Grapefruit, orange blossom honey, which is sweet. Stone fruit, which are your peaches, nectarines. Melon,
Okay.
toffee, and herbal notes.
Oh. Yeah, I could see herbal
So,
notes,
yeah. Palate, big body, full bitterness, and warming from higher alcohol.
What do you mean warm? I mean, bitterness.
Well, I get a little bit of bitterness on the finish.
A little bit.
Not a lot.
This is saying, oh shit, our first Stone IPA was so bitter. Everybody hated it, but everybody loved it. Like, this is so sweet to me.
Now on the nose they say dank, pine, grapefruit, orange, black pepper, lemon, floral, malt, caramel, melon, and hints of mango.
On the nose?
Yeah. The nose, I'm getting around that dankness on the nose now that we've drank it a little bit. It's a little bit more... I'm getting a little bit more of that melon now.
Now I'm getting rubber.
Okay, well. Anyway, that's what they had to say about it online. So I think that melon flavor we're getting is supposed to be there. This is a very tasty and surprising beer. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. West Coast IPAs, not usually my thing, but this is probably one of them right here.
It was kind of hard for me to... Because my family kept asking me what you like, and it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to tell them a $25 stout you like. That's wild.
Why not?
But my mom sent me this picture, and it was probably like 2 hours later when I texted her back. I'm like, it's not going to be the best, but it's going to be interesting. But this is a pleasant surprise. Like, this is really tasty. I'm really happy that she got this for you.
I'm going to give Stone 26th Anniversary Imperial IPA a 4.5 out of 5.
Wow. That's pretty good. Only because it's surprisingly sweet,
Because it tastes good to me. I like that melon note on the flavor and the little slight bitterness. Usually West Coast are overly bitter, and I'm not a super big fan of that. Every once in a while it's fine, but this, yeah, I mean, if it tasted like the nose smells, that dankness at first, I don't know that I would enjoy it as much. But this has a slight sweetness, the melon flavor. I like it all.
I think that I'm gonna go the opposite way of you, only because they sent you through this whole story of our first Stone IPA was far too bitter, far too blah blah blah, but people liked it, and here we are 25 years later, 26 years later.
Since then, things that were once super bitter are not that bitter anymore. Because stuff is so much more bitter now. That was like the OG days.
But they're saying it was so bitter, and we thought it was too bitter, but people loved it. So now here is the 26th anniversary.
Triple dry hopped.
And they're saying that it is so bitter. That's not what
But
we're
that's
getting.
not the tasting notes online, though.
Okay, but I'm not going online. I'm going to Bevmo and I'm buying this for someone's birthday. This is very misleading, and I don't like that. You knock down points a lot for misleading beers. This is a very misleading. I love the
like
taste.
the one this one tastes.
I really like the taste too, but I'm gonna have to knock it down because it's so misleading. There's nothing about melons on here, nothing about sweetness on here, nothing at all. I have to knock it down because if you are a huge hophead and you love the bitter, you're gonna be like, oh fuck yeah, Stone IPA, I love this. 26 years, and you're gonna spend money on this. You're gonna be very, very disappointed. You agree?
Sure, yeah.
I am on my soapbox right now. I'm preaching to everybody.
So hold up a number while you're up there.
I really like the taste of it. I really, really, really do. I'm not a bitter person at all. So I am pleasantly surprised that this is not bitter at all. But like I just ranted about, it's so misleading. I think I have to give it a 3. I mean, it's still good. It's just you're not promising. You're not
delivering. Had that many degrees of separation in a long time.
You're not delivering on what you're putting out there. It's not fair because there are people who like very bitter beers, and they're expecting this to be a very bitter beer.
I agree. If you want something super bitter, this is probably not it for you. If you want to experience something though that has a dank nose that kind of goes into more of a floral melony nose, and then tastes a little sweet melony, which is not a flavor you get very often in beer, this is super good.
They could have honestly called this a melon beer, and I would have bought it. Like I would have.
I think there's
given
more.
It a higher rating because if they told me it was a melon beer, I would have said, "Yeah, I can taste the melon right away."
I think there might be more, if not just as much melon in here as there is in the melon cart. I know we reviewed that.
I can see that, yeah. I can see that.
But, yeah, let us know down in the comments below. Have you tried Stone Brewing's 26th Anniversary Imperial IPA? If you have, what are your tasting notes on it? Are you also getting the melon? Is it more bitter to you, or are we just crazy? Like the video, share it with your friends, because you always got to share beers with your friends. And until next time, we're the Brew Masters, trying every beer from around the world. One sip at a time.